What's up, people? Toki here. Welcome to Toki Spot Politics. This is a show where I come live. I smoke pot. I invite you guys all to load it, pack it, smoke it if you got it, and we talk politics. In this episode, I'm gonna I'm gonna call out the youth here in Oregon, and here's my point. Do you know how bad our youth have been manipulated? How bad they've been taken advantage of, tricked, and given up rights already? And now there's a growing movement to allow 16-year-olds to vote here. You see, here's the hypocrisy about this. Just a couple years ago, Kate Brown, the governor of Oregon, allowed the state to remove every 18, 19, and 20-year-old's right to smoke cigarettes. This was the first example of an attack on a group of individuals who largely doesn't vote. This is what happens when individuals don't vote. So a group of 18 all the way up to 20-year-olds essentially lost rights that they already had because many of them didn't even show up to vote. That was your first problem. Now, a little bit later, the state attempted to take firearms away from 18-year-olds, stating that they're not mature enough to own a weapon. Yet, they're mature enough to buy a home, enter in a contract, they're mature enough to go to adult prison, they're mature enough to get married, have kids, but they're not mature enough to own a gun. This is another example of our current governor attempting to attack the youth in this state. Now, the whole time they're pressing this socialist left movement of let's indoctrinate our kids to believing in socialism, a socialism that essentially limits the things that 18 to 25-year-olds love. Things like video games, computers, big screen televisions, telephones. Okay, socialism limits all of that or just doesn't allow for it. Yet, this growing number of kids are indoctrinated into believing in this system, not a capitalistic system that encourages economic freedom, the ability to earn a living, the ability to save, the ability to make enough money to buy the things we want in life, to do the things we want in life. That's economic freedom. It's from capitalizing on a good, a trade, or a service. Now, they don't want you as a youth to believe in the American dream. They don't. They want you conformed, subverted into this idea where America is broken. We're too proud. We need to take a check on our ego. Well, here's the thing. At no point is it wrong to be proud of the country you're from. At no point is it wrong to try to make the country you're from as good and as best as it can possibly be. Period. The problem is people who slow that procedure down, people who get in the way, people who try to make your country far worse than it is, and then people who start to remove it and rip it apart. Every day in this country, our rights are being removed. And it's beginning now well before you're 18. There's a growing movement to try to give 16-year-olds the right to vote. These are the same 16-year-olds that no longer have the right to buy cigarettes. These are the same 16-year-olds that our current governor was attempting to ostracize. Now you're saying that they have the right to make an adult decision like voting. So which is it? Are they responsible enough to own a gun, to smoke a cigarette, and to vote? You see, this is the example of the crooked double standards we face in politics today. So many of our youth are misguided. So many of our youth have no direction. They don't believe in either party. They think the entire system is either rigged or broken. I come to you as a conservative, as an American, as an Americans first. I ask, why can't our life be better? Why can't we pay less taxes? Why can't we provide for our own? Why can't we protect our own? You see, my campaign as Oregon's next governor is going to be vastly based on our youth, motivating our youth to get out and vote. I'm going to express to them what happens when they fail to vote. I'm going to show them the examples that our current governor has laid in place. I'm going to show them why we can't trust either side, why we need a new direction in this state, a direction that is about the citizens of this state. For far too long, we've protected illegals, undocumented, and we've watched our veterans and our youth get took advantage of. As Oregon's next governor, that will not happen. I'm telling you right now, Oregon, we have huge plans, but first we must redeem the state. We must overturn some of this liberal socialist bureaucracy. We must overturn the red tapes that cripple our industries. We must remove the handcuffs on our own civil rights, on our own Bill of Rights. We must return justice to what it should be, remove the walls of sanctuary, and fight for walls around our borders to protect our own citizens. We must fight to keep an America with a future worth fighting for. It's a matter of time before you inherit this country. It's a matter of time before you're in charge of making the rules. The question is, are you going to let America fall on your watch? Are you going to let the state you love continue to fall in deeper and deeper into a hole? I'm not offering popularity politics, gender-based politics, or racial-based politics. As Oregon's next governor, I offer real solutions to real problems. I'm not sitting here filling your head full of lies. I'm not filling you full of hot air. I'm not telling you I don't inhale. I have massive plans for the state of Oregon. It starts with industrialization, recreational, medical. It starts with the complete and 100% industrialization of marijuana. Meaning every aspect, every fiber, every oil, every drop of that plant is used for an industry. Soon, Oregon will become home of the industrialized marijuana. And it'll be under my watch. Oregon will benefit by the billions. Our economy will roll. We will have plenty of money to roll around in our schools to fix problems here in the state, to fix the infrastructure, our bridges, and so much more. So I'm telling you, the youth of this state, soon you'll inherit it. Do you want to inherit a state that's flourishing? Or do you want to inherit a state that's broke and broken? A state that's fallen apart and fallen into socialism? There's only one way to vote this coming election. When it's time for Oregon to get a new governor, it's time to elect a governor who is amongst you, a governor who will fight for your rights, not only as an adult, but as an 18-year-old, a 19-year-old, a 20-year-old, and up. I will fight for the rights of every Oregonian, every legal citizen, over the rights of any undocumented or so-called refugee. I will bring back jobs for our youth, careers they will want to be in. It's when you all said and done, there's only one legitimate way the youth should even consider voting. When you're 18, you want to secure your rights right here in Oregon, get out there and vote for Mark Duncan as Oregon's next governor. Please subscribe to the channel, like the videos, comment in the box below, share. If you see this on Facebook, like the channel, follow the channel, follow me at Redeem Oregon, my Facebook page. That's my campaign page, and all of that good stuff. I'm on Twitter, YouTube, Google+. I'm on them all. Come find me, Mark Duncan, as Oregon's next governor. Redeem Oregon. Thank you. Peace. Tokey out.